All right. Hi, Lupita. Thank you so much for coming and visiting and allowing me to interview you today. I'm so happy to meet you. I've heard a lot of great things about you. I'm Sanaya White, by the way, and I'm a senior currently in the biomed pathway, which is, I know, something we have in common. So today I just want to learn a couple more things about you, if you don't mind. So first to start, how did the Ann Richards School help prepare you for college?
It's funny because when I describe to people that I went to the Ann Richards School, I like tell them a little bit about how we like did yoga every week and had stars classes, right? And like I described to them the lessons that we had that were like outside of the regular curriculum, and they're always like in shock about having to go through that. But I always look back fondly on it because when things got really tough in undergrad, because they get tough regardless of how well you prepare, you like adapt. And I think you, as you're going through all these challenges, you just always think back to, the teachers telling you about resiliency. I'm really thankful because it helped me get to where I am. And I think people are like, oh, how did you even stumble into this master's degree? And it's just like, I just, tried to solve problems in my community. And that was always the mission statement. And that's kind of how I like landed into this area of study.
How did you think the biomedical pathway contributed to your academic success in public health and justice as well as behavioral sciences?
Taking those courses, they were structured with the PLTW curriculum. So it was always like project based, it was always like problem solving based. And I think that's kind of how I approach anything in life now. Just like finding the problem and figuring out how we can overcome it or through which resources we overcome it. I got really used to working in teams. When I got to undergrad, it looked like everyone had been fighting for themselves to get to college. And then I was like, let's do the study groups. Come on, let's like band together. And I think it took some people a little, like a minute to realize that we needed each other to get through some of these classes. But I like had that structure. Like um, the pathway was always like supporting me and encouraging me to lean on my classmates and work together to problem solve.
So, my final question to you today is what advice would you give to the class of 2022 as they prepare to graduate?
It's funny because I kind of knew this question was coming, so I've been thinking about it. So I think some advice that I have for the new graduates for this year is to always reflect on how you're feeling about what you're doing. Like, are you happy? Do you feel satisfied? Is this something that you feel passionate about? And I think that will really guide you, and not to feel too set in stone about what you expect or envision for your future. I think something that is kind of inevitable is that we don't know all the jobs that exist in the world. Like Ann Richards prepares you with all of the skills for whatever it is that you end up in. But I think that as you go through undergrad and then through the rest of your life, like we're just supposed to continue to keep learning and always be open to learning and adjusting. And you might find that it might not be this that you want to do, but it might be something else that's maybe more specific or more broad. Um, and not closing yourself allows you to really feel happy and end up finding something that you might be more excited about. So yes, that's my advice.
I personally definitely needed that advice. So, thank you for that. Thank you so much again for coming and taking the time to come and speak with me today. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. And good luck with the end of your semester.
Thank you. You as well.
Yes, hello Fatima. My name is Sophia. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to interview with me and answer some questions that I have for you.
Great, nice to meet you.
While you were at Ann Richards, college visit wise, how helpful were they to you, and what were you able to take away from them?
Yeah, I really liked the college visits that we did, all of them. I'm really grateful for that opportunity because it really does help decide where you want to go. When I was small, I grew up like in elementary school. I was part of like the neighborhood Longhorn program, and I feel like they really pushed like, oh, UT Austin, because we're from Austin. But then going to middle school, high school and learning about all these other colleges that there are, it's like, wow, there really are a lot of different colleges, lots of different options for people. And going to the college and actually visiting really helped you decide, this doesn't feel right for me, or this does. And especially the out of state ones. When we went to like Louisiana, that's when I was like, nope, I can't do out of state. Like we were only gone for 3 days, and I was like, I can't be this far away from my family or this far away from Texas, things like that. So I really liked it. There were definitely a couple times where I would go to college and I would be there and be like, no, this doesn't feel right for me. And then a couple that I was like, oh, I could see myself being here, like actually walking through the college is what helped, and walking through the halls or the library, the dining hall, things like that, and actually picturing yourself there and be like, maybe this is for me, or I could maybe see myself here. So definitely recommend doing all those college visits.
When choosing a university, how big was financial aid in your decision?
A big part. That's the other thing. I'm a DACA student, and so I couldn't really apply for the FAFSA. I could only do TASA, which is like the in-state Texas. So then that was another thing, just all the support that I got from Mr. Heineman and all the college team there, just really narrowing, okay, these are your options, this is what you can do, this is what your financial aid package would look like. So definitely a smaller school, not private, like a public small school would be the one that would work for me. And that's what we looked at as well. But they also made it very clear that wasn't going to stop me, because there were other options. There were going to be scholarships that I could apply to, like outside scholarships and also scholarships from these schools. So they also made a big deal about highlighting those parts, so it wouldn't be too overwhelming to see, oh my gosh, maybe I can't afford this. But no, not at all. I didn't feel like that. I knew that I had options that I could apply to scholarships in the school. They showed us like the scholarship database that we could go through the school, and that's something that I used even when I was already in college, like, because there are some that are like only for like second year, things like that. Once you're already in college, it's like, oh, now I can apply to this one, now I qualify for this one. So it was nice to know about all of those things.
What advice would you give to the graduating class of 2022?
First of all, I just want to say that you are prepared. You are very prepared. And that just go into college with an open mind. I think that's what helped me. It's going to be a good experience, and it goes by really fast. Everybody tells you, oh, enjoy your years because it's going to go by fast. But like, it actually does. Like, I can't believe it's about to be 6 years since I graduated high school, and I went to college, and now I'm working in the field that I want to do. Like, it's still kind of like a dream to me. Like, wow, like I really did it. Like, I'm here, I'm working, or having you guys reach out to me and be like, hey, can we talk to you? It's like, yeah, like, oh my gosh, I can be like a role model for other girls, like younger girls. So it's awesome. And you chose the right school, you're gonna choose the right college, and choose the right career. It's all gonna work out.
As our chapter of high school is coming to an end, we're embarking on this totally new journey that a lot of our family members haven't done before, and it is a scary, scary thought of going in and finally choosing something, and that's what we're going to do for the rest of our lives. And I really do thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit and talk with me and give me some memorable, in the class of 22, some memorable advice that we will forever remember and cherish.
Yeah, thank you guys for considering me for this interview.
No, thank you.